Women, are you winning? Are you succeeding at this game we call life? Let's take a look at it. This is from collegenews.org. Women outnumber men in U.S. colleges. Nearly 60% of students in 2021 were women. And as we scroll down here a bit, we get to this. Data shows that 59.5% of college students in the United States were women in the spring of 2021, while 40.5% were men. Overall, U.S. universities and colleges saw 1.5 million fewer students compared to 5 years ago, with men decreasing by 71%. This is going to be important, and we'll get back to that a little bit later. Now here we are at nitrocollege.com, and we are going to be discussing student loan debt. Average student loan debt in the U.S. 2022 statistics. This is the total of student loan debt that's currently owed. Current U.S. student loan debt is an estimated $1.73 trillion. 1 in 4 Americans have student loan debt, an estimated 44.7 million people. Average student loan debt amount equals $37,172. The average student loan payment is $393 a month. So let's go to the most popular majors for women. We have teacher education and development, design and applied arts, health and medical administrative services, multi-interdisciplinary studies, political science and government, social work, marketing, fine and studio arts, health and physical education, sociology, English language and literature, liberal arts and general studies, accounting, criminal justice and corrections, communication and media studies, teacher education and development, biology, general, business administration and management, general psychology, and nursing. Those are the degrees that women go for, the top 20. So if we scroll down here a little bit, let's look at how this works out to income-wise. We're running on the low end of $40,000 a year to a high end of the political science and government of a little over $60,000. And this is a median salary. The average salary for the top 20 most popular majors women choose is $52,800. Over here, we're at CNBC. Here's how much men and women earn at every age. For women, 16 to 19 is $481 a week, or $25,012 annually. 20 to 24, $610, or $31,720 annually. 25 to 34, $867 a week, $45,084 annually. 35 to 44, $1,011 a week, or $52,572. 45 to 54, $1,005 weekly, or $52,260 annually. Now let's bounce back here for a minute. $52,800 is the average salary for the top 20 most popular majors. So you're not going to reach that level until you're at least 35 years old. And then it just drops off little by little. From 55 to 64 is $972 weekly, or $50,544 annually. And 65 and older is $998 weekly, or $51,896. Okay, but let's jump over here. Amazon boosts average starting pay to $18 an hour for 125,000 new hires. And we can go down here where it says the new jobs may pay up to $22.50 an hour in some locations. The minimum wage that they are paying is $15 an hour, or $600 a week. So if we take $600 a week and we multiply that by 52 weeks, we come up with $31,200. Now, if we bounce back over here, you'll have to be between 20 and 24 to make that kind of money, and you can do it without the college debt, which is $393 a month. Given standard raises, you're going to most likely at least get close to the 52,800 that they talk about right here. What else do we have from Amazon? Amazon offers to cover full college tuition costs for 750,000 U.S. hourly workers. So if you got yourself into trouble with student loan debt, Amazon looks like a very good company to work for. And this is starting this month of this year, January of 2022. Here at the website Evie, we have an article. Over 50% of liberal white women have a mental health issue. Are we worried yet? A 2020 Pew Research study reveals that over half of white liberal women have been diagnosed with a mental health condition at some point. Does this mean there's a correlation between progressive ideas and mental health? A little bit lower in the article, we have women are 40% more likely to develop depression than men due to lower levels of serotonin. We're also more likely to have anxiety and depression because of that deficiency. A little bit lower, we have white women ages 18 to 29 who identified as liberal were given a mental health diagnosis from medical professionals at a rate of 56.3%, as compared to 28.4% in moderates and 27.3% in conservatives. If we go over here, this is at harvardpolitics.com. Since college students are overwhelmingly liberal, 60% of 18 to 29-year-olds supported Obama in 2012, compared to Romney's 36%. Over here we are at Regis College. Women's Mental Health 101, Statistics, Symptoms, and Resources. Right here on our first bullet point. In 2017, 46.6 million adults in the U.S. were treated for a mental illness, representing nearly 20% of the adult population, yet the percentage of women being treated for mental illness was almost 50% higher than the percentage of men. Women are twice as likely as men to be impacted by generalized anxiety disorder. The prevalence of serious mental illness is almost 70% greater in women than men. So my question would be, are women more susceptible to brainwashing type tactics? Are they weaker mentally than males are when it comes to mentally stressful situations? An argument could be made that our colleges are creating this mental illness epidemic in our female population. All we have to do is look at a few before college and after college photographs of our females. Next, we move to the risk of homelessness in older women. Now, this is out of Australia, but it's still considered a Western country, and I'm sure that this will catch up to us if it hasn't already. Older women, those aged 55 and older, was the fastest growing cohort of homeless Australians between 2011 and 2016, increasing by 31%. It is likely this trend will continue given the ongoing shortage of affordable housing, the aging population, and the significant gap in wealth accumulation between men and women across their lifetimes. We as a society start with our girls very young, and we tell them that 30 is the new 20. So in your 20s, go to college, get a degree. After that, find yourself a career. And before you know it, you turn 30. What they don't tell you about turning 30 is that you hit what is called the wall. And the wall is when you figure out that you're running out of time. You see, you have a biological clock, and you can't get around that. So at this point, you've spent your 20s just building up debt. So now you need to find what they call a high-value man to support the lifestyle that you desire. But the problem is, the high-value man doesn't want to take on your debt, and he can always just find a younger woman. And that's when you start to see all the articles and all the women saying, where have all the good guys gone? When you get to be about 35, you decide it's a good idea to freeze your eggs. Then you slide right into 40. At this point, you've spent the first half of your adult life doing nothing except accumulating more debt. Now you need that high value man even more, but you're invisible to this high value man. He can have women in their 20s. Why would he take you at 40 when he can have the 22-year-old version of you? And you now have more debt than you had when you were 30. And once again, out come the stories of where have the good guys gone. And of course, it's all men's fault. There's no introspection. We'll just blame the men because we made poor decisions. At this point, you may as well just get yourself a herd of cats and prepare to die alone. That's it for me. Y'all have a great day, and I'm out.